How's it going, everyone? So we are up with more Twitch drops for you coming up, and this time it's for charity. That's right, it's the time for Charitable Rust again this year, and it's partnering with Direct Relief. So, if you're wondering when it starts, if you go to the link, which I provide in the video description every time, it will tell you in your exact time zone. For me, it's Mountain Standard Time right now, so as you can see, that is where it is. Or you can go by the calendar, which says in 3 days and 21 hours, blah, blah, blah. But, that's not going to be accurate for you when you watch this video because obviously, this is from the time I recorded the video. But, as you can see, some people have already donated, so you can just straight donate. And then, if you come on down here, there'll be store items, so you can look forward to some really cool store items popping into the shop in addition to the normal skins this week. And then we have just generic drops, so you don't have to specifically watch anyone. All you have to do is click on one of these items and it will take you to all the eligible streams. And you should start earning at them. And it's going to go from 30 minutes all the way up to 7 hours watched over the course of that event time. So let's go ahead and jump into the game and take a look at the skins themselves. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the first of the generic drops, and it's going to be a pair of leather gloves. Yeah, we haven't seen leather gloves for quite some time, pretty much since we got road sign gloves. But for 30 minutes, you can get the Direct Relief leather gloves, which is definitely very fun. Next up, at 1 hour watched, you have the sleeping bag. And as you can see, it has like a very kind of shiny look to it. It's got that Direct Relief logo on the front with some, it looks like old wire mesh on it. And then you've got a comfy little Charitable Rust pillow. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, does this glow? And it does not. So that's something worth noting. Next up, we have the hide poncho for you. It's going to be 2 hours of watch time. It's a nice little cozy looking poncho. It kind of looks like it used to be made out of maybe a parachute and some material, or at least something like that. Then you've got a nice little bauble hanging there, and then on the back you can see it just kind of continues around. There's the jackhammer poking through a little bit early, but there we have that for you. Alright, next up, at 3 hours time watched, you're going to get the double sheet metal door, and this one is actually pretty special because it glows and it actually has transparency. So there's little pieces of the stained glass that are missing, and you can look through all these little cracks, which I think is a really nice design, and it has quite the beautiful glow to go along with it. Next up, at 4 hours, we've got the pants. If you want the hoodie, you're going to have to pick it up in the shop this week and donate a little money there. Don't have the prices on that yet, so you're going to have to wait for my Thursday video to go ahead and see that. But as you can see, the pants have this beautiful little design. They do have a kind of nice greenish color. Not too much stands out, so you could kind of use them as pretty decent camo in some bushes, and I think that is a really cool design. And if you look carefully, you can see there's the charity symbol right there, and yeah, it's just a really nice set. Alright, next up, at 5 hours watch, you can get the rug, and the rug is just, it's got the Direct Relief logo, you've got a little medicine and hearts, the charity logo there, and it's just a really nice bright rug. And of course it does glow, and I really like how it's just kind of like the highlight around the edge. You've got the neon there, and then it's just all of the little art in the middle instead of just glowing like a very bright kind of orange, so to say. Then coming in next, we've got the garage door at 6 hours, which, as you can see, it also has quite the transparency. You've got 2 viewing ports just about at head height to look on through the door, and this is the Rustified 2024 garage door. As you can see, it says Rustified on the Pulse of Rust. You've got the little pulse symbol and everything, and it just has this really, really nice glow to it, which is quite beautiful. I think a lot of people will definitely appreciate this one, and as you can see, the glow does reflect off the roller, so you should be able to see it at night. That's always a plus with garage doors. Alright, lastly, at 7 hours, we have the Jackhammer here, and this thing is just really, really cool looking. I love all the designs on it, and it's the Reborn Jackhammer. Very, very cool. As you can see, it says Rust Reborn there at the top. Definitely a very, very shiny, nice design. I think a lot of people really like this Jackhammer quite a bit. But that's going to do it, everybody. So sound off down in the comment section below which of these drops you're the most excited for to see. And this is the part where you can cut out if you already know what you're doing. But if you need help with your Twitch drops, I've got a whole tutorial part attached here at the end that should answer pretty much most questions that anyone has. So if you're leaving me here, thanks for watching and stay rusty. Alright guys, so you're going to start by going to the Twitch drops page, which is linked down in my description below if you don't already have it pulled up, and it's going to take you to here. And if you are brand new, you're going to have to sign in with your Steam account. This has to be the Steam account that you own Rust on and want the skins on. That's very important. And then you want to sign in with your Twitch, and the Twitch is going to need to be the Twitch that you're going to be watching the streams with. That should be pretty straightforward. Now, I've already done the Steam sign in, so I don't need to do that. But, you know, again, you just click here, and it's going to bring you to the Steam sign in window. Alright, so then once you're done through Steam, you're going to click sign in, and it will either ask you to, you know, sign in your stuff, then it'll ask if you can authorize, blah, 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 and you just say yes. And it will pop up with drops activated, and you should be good to go. Now, what you want to do is kind of look at a few things here. So we have a couple buttons that pop up. You've got logout, unlink, and check for missing drops. So logout's pretty straightforward. Unlink is going to be useful. Now, some people will get the error saying that you're already linked to a account. If that's what you're getting, you're going to need to find out which account that is, either your Steam or Twitch, log in the way I just showed you, and then hit unlink. Once that's done, you can then sign in with the proper account and link it properly, okay? So this is where that unlink button is when you're looking for it. Also, there's the check for missing drops button, which we'll get back to here in a minute, okay? So let's go ahead and kind of go through the basic FAQ, and the main thing here is what are the different kinds of drops, and I kind of explained that briefly already, but you've got the generic drop. Generic drops are drops you have to watch for a set amount of time, but you don't have to watch a set streamer. You can watch any streamer that has drops enabled. So technically, you could make progress towards two streamers at once, so to say. One of the generic drops and then one of the specific drops. So that's kind of how that works right there. And then there are the specific drops, which are, you know, you have to watch that specific streamer. Pretty straightforward there, okay? Now, those will all be posted on this page once it has been updated for the drops, so it's really easy. You just click on them and you're ready to go. Now, is there a way to check your progress? Yes, there is. So we'll go ahead and show that. You can literally just click here, or when you're at your Twitch, go to your Twitch inventory. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, and so it will take you here to your inventory, and as you'll see, you know, this is from the last campaign, and, well, actually, this could be a couple campaigns further ago, because I'll probably keep using this. So as you can see, this is from the July 2021 campaign, and it'll start to show your progress here. So as you can see, I'm earning towards the generic drops, which were these two, and one streamer right here, and it shows the progress on both and how long you're going to have to work at it. Once this is done, the bar will be full and it will say claim, and until you claim, the next one in its progress won't start. So you'll see this one here will not start until this one has been claimed, and once you finish this, you're going to have to watch another streamer to start on theirs, or else you won't be making progress towards anything. So yeah, that's generally how that's going to work right there. Alright, now that we're back on it with this, the next thing is going to be, can you earn drops faster and by opening more windows, logging into multiple accounts, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't work. The best you can do is earn a generic drop and a specific drop at the same time. Once you have finished the both or all of the generic drops, you can only work on one specific streamer at a time. Opening another window isn't going to help you with that. Now, if a streamer logs off halfway and you only have them partially finished, you can then move on to a different streamer that is online. Sometimes it can take up to 5 minutes to show you're making progress, but don't worry, you will. And usually it doesn't start at 0. You'll notice it pops up right away at 2 to 5% or something like that. Because like I said, it can take a little while to realize you switch people. But as long as the one you're watching is offline and no longer streaming Rust, you can switch to another person that is and work on them. Now, how long does it take for the drops to show up in your inventory? Again, this can take up to 10 minutes for them to show up after you've claimed them on Twitch. But if you didn't go ahead and claim them on Twitch, make sure you do, because there's no other way to do that. So once you've hit claimed, it can take up to 10 minutes to show up in your Steam inventory. If for some reason it isn't, you can come back here and click this check for missing drops button, and it will try to send them to you. For me, whenever I've done this, it usually works instantly. Again, there's going to be lots of people doing this at once. It could take some time, all right? And then, do you need anything special? All you need is a Twitch account, a Steam account, and you need to own Rust. If you have Twitch Prime or whatever, that's fine, but you don't need it. No Twitch Prime required, no extra fees or other things. You just need a Twitch account, Steam account, and Rust. Now, if you no longer know which one is linked or whatever, I already covered that, so we can skip it. And then if you don't own Rust, is there a way you can still earn them? And yes, there is. What you do is you claim them on Twitch, but you never send them over to Steam. As soon as you now own Rust, you come back to this page anytime. It will always be here. You can log in and click check for missing drops. Once you've clicked this guy, it should then drop them all from your Twitch into your Steam inventory, now noticing that Rust is there. So yeah, that's basically kind of the stuff right there that works with it. And if you are having a problem where it's not switching to another streamer, one thing you can do is clear your internet browser cache, close all your windows, reopen, and try again. That has always worked for most people as well. Just kind of another little tip with that. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Twitch drops out there. Have fun getting them, and stay rusty.